Hello and welcome to this week's news at Gaming Bolt, and today we're going to start with Gran Turismo Sport. Gran Turismo Sport released more than a year ago, but it still remains successful, having recently crossed the milestone of more than 5 million players. The big update for July was teased some time ago, and now that it's out, we know of all the details regarding what it brings to players. The update brings several new cars, including the notable Mercedes-AMG F1. Along with this, an original track inspired by the St. Croix Lake has also been added to the game. As far as new customization goes, players will now be able to apply decals to racing suits and helmets, while these could only be recolored before the update. Furthermore, the update also adds microtransactions, as cars which cost less than 2 million credits in the game can now be bought directly from the PlayStation Store with real money. Apart from all the new content, the update also brings various other fixes and improvements to the game. Even with Fallout 76 around the corner, mods are still being made for Fallout 4. Now, this is no surprise. The Fallout games are known for the many mods that are based on them, and some of these mods can get very ambitious. Fallout Miami is one such mod of Fallout 4 that brings new areas, new quests, and lots of hours of gameplay. Recently, the official trailer has been revealed for this total conversion mod. Throughout, players will explore Miami and try to uncover the truth behind some disappearances in the area. The city in the game will be divided into quite a few districts, each with their own unique characteristics. The trailer certainly looks impressive and also gives a hint of an ominous story that is there for players to discover. The mod will include just about everything players love about a Fallout game, including lots of side quests, companions, and equipment to find. If you've been itching for a new Fallout game and Fallout 76 hasn't caught your fancy, then this mod has got you covered. After the massive success of Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy, Activision is catering to old-school fans once again with Spyro, a Reignited Trilogy. Releasing in September, the trilogy will feature all three of Insomniac's PS1 classics, Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon, in one stellar package. Though the gameplay is largely intact, the visuals and soundtrack have been given a large overhaul. That being said, if you're buying the trilogy to get all three games on one disc, there is a problem. Wario64 on Twitter was the first to discover that not only does the trilogy require a content download, but that the second and third game must be downloaded separately. The official website confirms the same. In an official statement to PlayStation Lifestyle, Activision stated, "The global launch date of Spyro Reignited Trilogy is September 21st, and we're excited for fans to play all three Reignited games on that day. As with most games today, downloading an update after purchase is quite common. The language on packaging and on the web is to let players know the requirements for Spyro Reignited Trilogy. It is strange, especially since Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy contained all three games on one disc. That said, offering a sizable portion of content for download isn't anything new. Just ask Nintendo Switch players, who had to download large updates for games like Doom, though that was only for the multiplayer portion. For Spyro, the update in question may not even be that large. It's hard to tell at this point. Spyro Reignited Trilogy releases on September 21st for Xbox One and PS4. Oppressive monetization policies in full-size AAA games has been an intense topic of discussion in our industry, one that has grown even more relevant in recent months, especially with the unwanted yet needed attention games such as Star Wars Battlefront 2 have garnered over such controversies over the last year or so. As a result of this, and as a consequence of the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, coming into effect in Europe earlier this year, a 32-year-old resident of UK, Michael, who refused to give his last name for the sake of remaining anonymous, made a GDPR request to EA to send him all the data they had on him and his spending activities. The results, which Michael sent to Eurogamer, were surprising to say the least. It turns out that he spent a total of $16,154 on microtransactions included in FIFA 18. FIFA 18, of course, holds plenty of opportunities for players to spend real money on in-game purchases, with FIFA points being the primary income generator in the series, outside of actual software sales, of course. The lootbox-style FIFA Ultimate Team has generated plenty of revenue for EA over the course of several years. Of course, we don't know just how representative these figures specifically are of the larger number of people who play FIFA. It would be a stretch to assume, based simply on pure logic, that it's way above average. Michael himself admits to Eurogamer that he has access to a healthy disposable income with the money he and his fiancée make together. Also something worth noting, FIFA 18 is a little less than a year old at this point, so the data compiled here must be looking at his activity across more than just one FIFA title for a period of 2 years. Of course, EA did not disclose the entirety of the relevant data as part of the GDPR request. We have also withheld data impacting the security and integrity of EA products and services. Data that, if disclosed, would affect the rights and freedoms of others, including EA and any other EA or third-party trade secrets, EA wrote to Michael in an email they sent to him via Reddit. It's definitely interesting to say the least. Again, microtransactions have become a topic that seems to be at the center of so many discussions in our industry, and instances like these only serve to show why. What is your take on this? Let us know in the comments below. And in other EA news, you might know about Origin Access Premier, a subscription-based service that the company recently integrated into their online service Origin, offering a library of EA's titles, discounts, and early access to its subscribers. In the wake of this service going live, though, one of Origin's other services has been taken down. On the House was a program that regularly offered Origin users free video games, and in the past has offered up some pretty significant games, including the likes of Mass Effect 2, Medal of Honor Pacific Assault, and Dead Space. However, the service has now been taken down. There will no longer be any more free giveaways, though EA has confirmed that any games users got through it up till now will, of course, remain in their libraries. Origin on the House will be retired and games will no longer be offered through the program, an EA rep told Rock Paper Shotgun. This change won't affect any games you downloaded from the service prior to that date. Those are yours to keep forever. It kind of makes sense why they're doing this. With new subscription services being rolled out that offer much of the same benefits as something like, say, Xbox Game Pass does, EA will want all the attention to be squarely on that. Origin Access Premier, of course, does give subscribers access to the Vault, which is a collection of over 100 titles, both from EA and third-party developers, for no extra charge over the $15 per month subscription fees. Adding free giveaways as part of On the House on top of that might not have made much sense for them from a business perspective. That'll be it for this video. If you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.